everybody. Hey ladies, I know y'all like, Mona, what has been going on? Y'all, we just getting back in town Saturday, the 11th, from actually going to Disney World, and y'all, we had an awesome time. And so, you know, I have not been doing my videos like in the last 3 weeks, and I do apologize about that, but I'm having technical difficulties because I seem to have messed up the charger to my computer. So right now I am borrowing my husband's computer. Okay, so what's new? What's new? Aunt Flo came to visit me while we were on vacation on the 8th. And then Aunt Flo went away on the 12th. But 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. Yeah, but I don't know why, but Aunt Flo was a little bit different this time. And if some of you don't know what Aunt Flo is, my menstrual, my period came to visit me, and a lot of us call it Aunt Flo, or AF. So yeah, so she came to visit me, right? But the thing is so crazy, I thought I was actually supposed to come on my period on the 13th. My app was showing me the 10th, but I actually came on the 8th. And I did a lot of brown spotting, then it was like a heavy flow, then it went light, and I was like, what is going on here? So I was thinking, could I be pregnant? But I took a pregnancy test before Aunt Flo came, and it was a negative. It was a very short menstrual, because usually sometimes it can last up to 5 to 6 days. And I usually, TMI, but I usually bleed a little heavy. So, yeah, so that was it. So I also checked out my app on IP app, and it says that I'm due to ovulate between, I believe, the 18th to the 20th. The 18th through the 23rd. And so this is what I am going to do with trying to tackle on this egg this month. Number one, I have my folic acids. Sometimes folic acids come into like, you may get it for like, you may get them like the 800 dose or whatever like that. So sometimes I'll take 2 just so to get my uterus and everything. And this is really good for heart and reproductive health. The last 2 times when I got pregnant, I was taking these. And so I'm hoping that baby will have a heartbeat, and then we will get an absolute positive this time around. I don't know why, but my phone, something is really going on with my phone, so y'all excuse me for it. Let me just charge it a little bit right here. Sorry, y'all. I know I should be doing all of this. Okay, so I told you I'm taking my folic acids. So this is what I'm going to do. And if you are trying to conceive, and y'all also know I'm doing the TTC giveaways on the 15th, I will announce it. And also I got to send my friends some of these pregnancy tests as well. But I went to the dollar store. If you have a Dollar Tree in your area, or if you go online to eBay or DollarTree.com, you can actually order these. These are like $1. But some places you can pay like $5 and get like 20 in a bunch of them. So anyway, today I went to the Dollar Tree, and I have bought me some ovulation and pregnancy tests, and this is by New Choice. And with all of my pregnancies, these things were accurate. They were way better than those big name brands that you would get at CVS. So if you're trying to save some bucks, I think these tests are really good to use. Okay, so because I'm thinking, am I pregnant? Even though I just came with Aunt Flo. Because I know people that say, look, I was, you know, they were pregnant even when they got their periods, but it still came out to find out that they were pregnant, and they carried the full term. So who knows? Maybe I'll be lucky. So let me tell you ladies what I'm doing. I'm going to test right now. So these little cups right here, you can actually get these at the dollar store. I would suggest that you pee in these little cups. So I peed in one of those, and I'm going to do a test right now. And the first thing you do is you get yourself a Sharpie marker or a little permanent black marker, and you put today's date on the back of it. Because this is what I want to do. I want to make sure that when I get my positive, that I know it's positive. Because when I tested on the, what's today? What is today? When I tested on the 13th of October, it was negative or positive or how, whatever you want to say. So I'm going to put 10, 13, 14 right here. And if you're really whatever, you can put the time, like right now it's 2:53 p.m. And so this is going to be my little whatever. And so I've already put my urine in the cup. And so with the test, I got my little beaker, little thingamajigger. You know, this is not the one with the little strips that, you know, you just pee. No, you have to put it, you have to take some urine out, and you have to drop a little right here and there. So I got my urine in there, and so we're going to see. And the way that this test is going to, bottom line, it says the results in 2 minutes. So within 2 minutes, we should be able to see whether or not I'm pregnant or not. So if there's 2 lines on there, like the control line and the test line comes up with 2 lines, whether it's light or not, that means you are pregnant. If there's only the control line, which is 1 line, that means you're not pregnant. If there's no lines, that means it's invalid and you need to try it again because something just went totally, utterly wrong. Usually, I would know if I'm pregnant because that other line would show up. And sometimes if you test a little bit too early, it may be really light, and then as you start testing more hours or more days, it'll start getting lower because of the HCG that's in your system or whatever. So this is cool, okay? It's bottom line showing me, nope, I'm not pregnant. I mean, I know it says that you have to kind of wait 2 minutes, but I'm not seeing any other line, and it's cool. So right now, as of right now, it is only showing 1 line. So I'm not pregnant. Okay, let's let that sit. But see, y'all, the last pregnancy I had, well, not with Harmony, but with Melody, when I first tested, it showed 1 line. And I was so upset, went back crying, lay down in the bed. And then I got up and went to the bathroom to look, and the line, it was another line on there. So sometimes it can take a while for that other line to kick in. So now that we know the pregnancy for right now, and it's still showing that I'm negative, so I know I'm not pregnant. It's cool because I wasn't expecting to be, because I just got off my period. Now let's start, and I'm going to test to see whether or not the ovulation predictor kit comes up. Now with the ovulation, bottom line, it's kind of like the same way that you would test with a pregnancy test. Now, the control and the control line and the test line will have to be pretty much like the same color to actually, let me see if y'all can see it. Y'all see that line right there? It has to be like the same level color. And basically within 24 to 48 hours, you should be within 24 to 48 hours after you detected your surge, increase your likelihood of becoming pregnant. So when you see those lines, if it's the same color or darker, then that test line will be the same color or darker. That's when you need to go ahead and baby dance. So you can just catch that egg or whatever like that. And so I'm just showing you ladies what I'm going to do, because I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission, honey. So what I'm going to do, like I did this time with the other one, I'm going to put today's date on it. Today's the 13th. And I'm going to put 2:56 p.m. because, you know, I want to make sure. You know how we are, because when you find out you're pregnant, you looking at all the other tests. I'm like, let me make sure. Knowing daggone well saying, yes, you are. So I want to see, am I ovulating right now? Which I shouldn't, because my ovulations is supposed to be, well, on the 18th to whatever. But like I said, I'm using my app. And I'm going to use these OPKs to see if my app is correct. Because your app may be incorrect in your OPKs, your ovulation is telling you, yes, you are ovulating. So that's why I suggest that if you are somebody who is trying to see what day egg will come and what's your most fertile days, these OPK tests work. They worked for me twice, and twice I got pregnant. So yes, I'm going to use these. I'm not a professional. Y'all already know I'm not no doctor, but I like these tests. I really do. So I just went ahead and put the little beaker, and I put it inside. I used the same urine or whatever like that. And it should tell me whether or not I am actually ovulating. And so it says, reading results. 2 pink color bands appear, and the test T band is equal to or darker than the control C band. You should ovulate within the next 24 to 48 hours. So it has to be at least equal to or darker. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Every time that the line was darker, that's when we definitely baby danced, and we definitely got a positive. And I was like, yeah, I kind of, with the last one with Harmony, I knew we were pregnant. I was just like, I already know we got it. I already know we got it. And guess what? We were pregnant. We were pregnant. So I'm going to let that sit for a minute or whatever like that. And it says, no L surge. Only 1 pink color band appears on the control. So if you only get 1 line on the control line, that means that you're not ovulating. Or the area of the test, the band appears lighter than the control. Or if it's lighter than the control, that means you're not ovulating. It has to be either equal or it has to be darker. Okay? So remember, the control is the line, and the T test part, that's whether or not you are ovulating or not. Those are the things, the major things is going to let you know whether or not you're ready to go ahead and ovulate. So right now, I'm waiting for it to kick in. Right now, it seems to only show 1 line, and another line is appearing, but I can honestly tell that on that test line, it's really light, so I'm not ovulating right now. But this is cool because I want to use this as my, like my little notes to go on, because if I test it on the 13th, and I'm going to test again on the 16th, and I'm going to test on the 18th. And we're also going to baby dance on the 18th because it says I'm supposed to ovulate between the 18th or whatever. So I did this before because I read with sperm meets the egg or whatever like that you can baby dance the day before ovulation and every other day. But when that surge kicks in, you make sure to baby dance. They usually say that sperm can live up to 3 up to 7 days inside of the uterus. So you want to make sure that it's enough in there that's going to basically tackle that egg and try to fertilize that egg. How do I feel now that I've got my transdominant cerclage? Will this affect fertility? I have no idea. I'm on a forum where a lot of ladies say that no, their fertility has been okay, and others are saying that it's taking them a longer time to get pregnant. So I don't know. I'm hoping that right away we will be pregnant come next month. I'm hoping and praying that will definitely be the case. So as of right now, on the 13th of October, I am not ovulating. And these are the lines that so far showed up. Yes, I'm still waiting for that to actually hit dark. I'm definitely not pregnant, which we kind of knew that because Anflo just left the building not too long ago. So, yeah. But at least I got my notes on it. Now, remember, I took this October the 13th. I cannot believe we are like pretty much in the mid of October. Like, that's crazy. We're going into November. Just got disconnected again. Okay, so let me just quickly, I'm trying to get a lot of these videos in, y'all, because right now I'm using this charger so I can actually upload it, and I'll get better in time. So, you guys just basically saw, ladies, you just basically saw me take my OPK test and also my pregnancy test. So, of course, it is a negative when it comes to my pregnancy. But look, when I did my ovulation thing, there is another line that showed up. But the line, this test line is not as dark as the control line. So that's letting me know that I am not ovulating. But because there is a line right there, then to me that's letting me know that ovulation should be around the corner any day. So I'll guess today's the 13th. So I'll test again tomorrow and on the 15th just to see if the line is going to get darker, if it's going to match that control line, or is it going to be darker than that control line. And if you ever get a line that's darker than that control line,
baby dance quicker than quick and do you a handstand.
Okay, so I know you're like, okay. So how am I feeling right now that I am starting? And this will be our 4th time, and yes, I have discussed it. Okay, I am nervous, anxious, scared. It's a whole lot of things that are going through my mind. I want a heartbeat because I'm seeing a lot of women who are getting pregnant, but then they're dealing with miscarriages. I want to get past that second trimester. That is my major milestone, and I am praying that I can do that. But lately, I have been seeing a lot of women on the forums who have gone on to have their rainbow babies, and I'm praying that me and hubby will absolutely be able to bring home a new addition to our home right now. This is just something that we want. Do people in our family know? Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. Excuse me. Do people in our family know that we're trying to conceive? No. Nobody knows except for you ladies, unless somebody's looking at this video, and I have no idea that they've been looking at our vlogs. But nobody really knows that we're trying. Do I feel like we're going in it too soon? No. We gave a rest for 6 months, and I think it was enough for us to get back up and do it. Now that we know that I dealt with incompetent cervix and we took the proper measures, I've been in the gym. I've been trying to get my body and everything back in order, and I'm just hoping that we're going to have a great outcome. Do I believe that I'm going to get past this second trimester? This goes down. I'm praying. I am really, really praying. I'm hoping to be able to have a scheduled C-section at like 38 weeks. So I'm praying and hoping, or at least if I can get to like that 30-something odd week, then I'm perfectly fine. I just want to be out of that second trimester. That's my thing. I just really want to be away with that. I want baby to be viable. What are some of the things that I'm going to do differently this time? Take it easy. I think I took it easy last time, but it was so stressful because by the time we got the TBC done, I already had cervical change. So I'm going to get with a really good doctor. This good time, like a high risk doctor. And me and my friend was basically talking about like certain foods. She was even talking about, just basically doing soups and vegetables. I think my whole diet will definitely change. It will not be fast food. I just don't want anything that's going to trigger constipation. Every pregnancy is different. I did a lot of fruits when I was pregnant with Harmony, but I was just still constipated. I noticed for me, fiber bars help out. And some say, well, that's not enough nutrition. You got to go with what you can go with. You get what I'm saying? So I know that I have a regular BM when I'm putting a lot of fiber into my system. So I plan to do that when I am pregnant again. When do we plan to tell everybody? Well, with Harmony, we really honestly, only a handful of people knew. And that was really close relatives. And some found out after we had the loss because it was just so devastating. So we probably won't make an announcement until I'm about a good 32 weeks. You ladies would honestly know right away because I'm keeping it real with y'all, and I want to basically, I'm afraid, I was even thinking, I won't tell anybody I'm pregnant till around this time, and I said, I gotta tell my subscribers, I gotta tell you ladies, because a lot of y'all are going through what I'm going through, and I just gotta keep it real. So, we'll be trying another again. So hopefully I'll be pregnant again in the wintertime. I'm hoping I do not have to deal with any type of colds because when I had Harmony, I had this horrible whooping. I call it a whooping cough. I looked it all up. I couldn't shake it. I just was coughing and haggling all over the place. I was just so uncomfortable. So I'm just praying that things will be smoothly and everything. Lately, I have been dealing with anxiety. A lot of anxiety, especially because of this epidemic with the Ebola, and I know it's in Africa, but y'all, you thinking like this stuff is starting to hit the lands over here. It's horrible enough that they're dealing with it there, but to be pregnant and have to deal with something like that has been a lot on my mind, and I've been thinking like, is this the right time to actually be pregnant? But what is the right time? No matter what, it's like a baby born every second, you know what I mean? So I can't say that it's the wrong time, but it does. I am a little concerned about what's actually going on. So yeah, I'm just keeping it real. I mean, I just don't want to be around a whole bunch of this. I don't want to deal with it's an epidemic going over here and I'm pregnant. I mean, that's horrible to actually be going through that type of crisis and then be pregnant at the same time. So I'm just praying that they will actually come up with a cure and start, pushing back and healing this epidemic that's going on, this disease that's spreading. So other than that, yeah, so what do I think me and husband will have? I have no idea. I just really want a healthy baby. It would be awesome to have a girl because I got all that pink clothes upstairs, but it'd be awesome to have a boy too because it'd be something different. So, and I know that even though having a girl is not going to replace my babies, it's just not. I will say this though. So when me and my husband came in, my mother had been pet sitting for us. She's been watching Solo and also watching Faith. So when I walked through the door, she was ready to leave on out and she left. And then I think like 20 something or 30 minutes later, she came back and she said she really wanted to speak to me and my husband. So we both sat down and she said, she had been praying and she said that when we have our baby, when it's a boy, his middle name Samuel, and if it's a girl, her middle name Hannah. So we were like, yeah, okay, sure. So, it's not like I told my mommy, oh yeah, by the way, we're going to be starting to try to have a baby. I think she still think that we may be waiting for 2 years, but it was so odd for us to get home and for her to say that, so I'm just hoping that that's a huge sign, a huge blessing. Now, far as how do I feel like far as my tack and everything like that, I don't feel anything with it. I am praying that this tack will actually hold my baby in place and that my uterus will be long and short and I would deliver full term. So I am really, really, really praying that we can actually bring home a baby. I would really like to be able to know how that feels and have a healthy pregnancy with little to no bed rest. I don't want a bed rest. It's just the most horrific. It means horrible. It's just agony on me. All types of worrying that goes through your mind and everything like that. Emotionally, do I feel that me and my husband are ready? Yes, I do. To me, I'm always going to have that fear. I think that even if I have a successful pregnancy, that from now on I will still have a fear of losing my babies because of what we have been through before. So I'm just praying that we can actually make it and that things will be okay. All pregnancies, every pregnancy is totally, totally different. I have some friends right now that are not getting the transabdominal cerclage, but they're getting the TVC. The TVC, did I say it right? Yeah, the TVC, the transvaginal cerclage. And, I was just speaking to a friend today who actually had a transvaginal cerclage, and she carried all the way up to 38 weeks. So I'm just praying that everyone will be able to experience having that. I'm just praying that I would definitely be a part of that group. I would hate to be a part of the group of just, I'm already a part of the group, not that I wanted to be. I don't think anybody wanted to be a part of a group of women who have endured a loss of a child. I just would really like to be a part of the group that actually became a mother and actually was able to have a baby full term. So I'm going to basically be speaking to you ladies a lot about what I'm feeling. My husband is really excited about it. We're both into it. And I'm going to tell you something. Our vacation to Disney World, to Orlando, was so needed, y'all. We needed that quality time with each other to put our computers away and really spend the time with each other and just put that love back into our relationship, because we've been on the run. We've been dealing with a whole bunch of stuff, and it was really good to just have that time. So I would definitely say, even if you can't go on a trip, that for you and your husband or your significant other, for y'all to go and do what you do, just to be alone and regain that closeness again. I was able to go to Orlando and meet up with my girl, with another angel mom, and I'm going to tell you something. She was awesome. Her and her fiance was just awesome, and we had a blast. That was the first time that me and my husband was able to sit down with another couple and actually have a really good time. And it was so exciting because I met her through vlogging, and we became, you know, really friends, and we have something in common that we both experienced second trimester losses. And so her story was so much like my story. And for me to be able to go and actually hook up with my girl, I was like, yes, but it was such a short time, and so I'm like, so, but I really had a great time. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to post some videos as well of our whole time down when we were in Orlando. The weather there is wonderful. It was like 80 something degrees when we left, and then we came here, it was like 55 degrees. But we are happy to be home, and we are happy to be starting. And I hope y'all, I am not talking too fast, but I'm about to create another video because we got a lot of catching up to do, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just really like, Lord, please let me just have a baby, a full-term baby. Let me and my husband just please, please, Lord, like, Jesus, please, you know. I'm just really hoping and praying that we can actually have, you know, we can actually be pregnant and have a healthy baby, a full-term pregnancy. And it looks like if I get pregnant right now, my friend was counting on the phone. She was like, it looks like my due date will probably be probably July. I'm like, July? That's so far away. Let me see. If I get pregnant right now, that'll be... No, that would be like May, wouldn't it? Because when you're pregnant, you're like 5 weeks already once you find out, right? Who knows? But anyway, I'm just praying that, like, for real, like, I would love to be... I think summer babies are awesome. Christmas babies are the best, too. Like, I think any baby that's full-term is just really, really good. So, yeah. And I also, too, would suggest some of you ladies is that there are a lot of women out here that experience losses. And I do suggest that you do get with a good support group. You may not have one in town, or maybe you need to look up to see if you do have one. But I've noticed since I met some of you ladies that some of you guys have been giving me encouragement. And even when I'm going through it, I'll pick up the phone and I will call my girl and be like, look. And be like, I know, girl, I know. So, but it's just a whole bunch. But it kind of feels good that you have this support group to be able to have questions and somebody's just reaching out to answer those things, or to kind of let you know, look, we're going to get through this. So I am here to say 2015 is the year. We're going to be bringing these beautiful babies into the world. We're not doing anything wrong. All we're trying to do is be knocked up, have a good time, you know, relax, and just have that bundle of joy. And I'm so ready for that. Disney was wonderful. And the next video, which I'm going to edit in a few, Disney was so wonderful, y'all. But I honestly, Disney is, to me, especially Magic Kingdom, that's a family environment. I saw so many babies. It was ridiculous. I saw newborns, fresh out the womb, balled up. I said, which I just come over here after the hospital. I mean, I saw so many babies, children, cute little girls, cute little boys. And I was saying to myself, I was telling my friend Anna, like inside of the castle, they have like this little beauty parlor for the little girls. And you know, the mothers had them dressed up like Cinderella and stuff like that. And I was like, oh my God, like Princess and the Frog and Snow White. And I mean, they just had on their cute little costumes and they were going in the parlor and getting their little hair done. And I was like, oh, if I had my girls here, oh my gosh. I was thinking to myself, you know what? When we're pregnant, after we have baby and baby is ready, we're going back to Disney World. And if I have some girls, I'm letting y'all know right now, I'm getting them some special made dresses that when the nighttime hit, their little dresses going to be glowing in the dark like little fairies. But I really enjoyed it. It was just something to see. And I have to show y'all some of the stuff. But I was just like, oh my goodness, Disney is definitely for... Disney is just definitely for family and everything. And I really enjoyed it. That was my first time ever going. But it really made me think like, oh man, I need a baby. I want a baby. I want my own baby so I can just be toting it around and like, look, and they can dress up in their little princess outfits with their, you know, I was just, you know, like, oh, this is just going to be it. So, So yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to that. And yeah, those two lines are right there. But again, this line right here is not darker than the control line. So that means to me, I am not ovulating, because it needs to be at least the same color, or it needs to be a little darker. But I notice when it's a little darker, that's when I'm definitely ovulating. Since I had the transdominant cerclage, there's been a little bit of things that are different. Flow is a little bit heavier. I could kind of feel if my which how can I say, which tube the egg is coming down. Like all of a sudden I'd be like, oh man, I can kind of feel it coming down or whatever like that. Or like when I don't know, it's kind of strange. Like these are things that I never felt before. So all of a sudden I'm just starting to feel it. I mean, it's just really crazy. You tell me, I mean, do you ladies ever feel when you're ovulating? Some people know it, and some people know it like clockwork. I don't know, maybe because the seasons are changing, and that's the reason why my period has changed. Maybe because I was in a different environment, because it was more hotter there. The climate was a little bit different. So maybe that was something. But we are super excited about it. And so what I'm going to do is upload this video, and I'm going to do another video so I can show you, ladies, some of the things that we did when we were in Orlando. So until then, top now.
Catch your vibe, you know, vibe was like, and I testify. G, if you gave to me, double didn't like it, so we start to test me. Joe,